And we'll jump right into the birthdays, brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Get responsibly.
Hola, Cholos. I'd like to get a shout out to the love of my life, Megan. It is her second 49th birthday. She is my hot, sweet, loving lunch lady from Port Orchard. She'd love a fish sandwich montage, some green beans, and the dirty Germans talking about her sweet, buttery muffins. Love, Jesse. Happy birthday, baby.
Can I get
A filet of fish sandwich.
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? Put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I want a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dinner relish in the morning. At noon. And at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
So you don't want a fish sandwich?
Green bean.
What?
Green bean.
Okay.
Green bean.
Yeah.
Green.
Yeah, it's funny you bring up her buttery muffins. I just want you to know, her muffins aren't buttered until she visits the dirty Germans.
Yeah, it's the best part of the night is when we play Hides the Blueberries.
Yeah.
So you know what we refer to as the blueberries, Miles?
No.
Yeah, it's funny. When she says, I can't believe it's not butter, I'm like, it's not.
It's clearly salted butter.
Pacholos, today's my dad, Jay. 60-second trip around the sun. Can I get a fart montage? And the dirty Germans talking about him turning 62. Thanks, guys. That from his son, Jack.
Yeah, first of all, it's funny the name you gave your son. I think we know why.
Yeah, well, if he kept doing that, he wouldn't have a son.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, my God.
What?
Look at Jack's last name.
Yeah, and he does it well.
He sure does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's a wrong way to do it, but no, your son knows.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Woman. A couple extra emails. This one says, Spinal Tap Skull, from a man who would know, the infamous Joe Dredd.
Yeah.
All right.
So he says, I'm catching up on the show on YouTube and saw a mention about the Spinal Tap Skull. Well, I've got the straight poop. I found it underneath the south end of the viaduct in the early 90s. Apparently, after Spinal Tap ended their first tour in Seattle, they left the skull here. It looked like it had been abused, so a buddy helped me rescue it, and I took it home. Soundgarden found out that I had it and asked to borrow it for a show at the Coliseum during Bumbershoot. When I found it, it just had one horn. So Jeff Ament fabricated a second horn for it.
Ah, Jeff.
The thing was a monster and took up half my garage, so it had to go somewhere. After that, I spent some time at the Swan Cafe and the NAF Studios, where it would end up outside with the giant masks from the Alice in Chains video for Angry Chair.
All right.
Last I heard, someone in West Seattle had it in their basement, but I cannot confirm that. That from the infamous Joe Dredd.
Ah, pretty cool, man.
So it must be still somewhere in Seattle.
Well, I guess we got it from the source.
Okay.
That's crazy to me. that You just think, like, Soundgarden wants to borrow. Jeff Ament fabricates another horn. Like, you just don't picture these guys doing that stuff.
Yeah, that is crazy. And that thing is probably, he's right, it's probably huge.
Yeah.
Anytime you have one of those things behind the stage, other than Stonehenge in their case.
Which was fantastic.
Yeah, that's probably about
Things behind the stage are often much, much bigger than you think.
Oh, yeah.
at least 10 feet. Pacholos, as far as the Preakness, Thrill had mentioned having the cameras pan out of Pimlico for the Preakness to show the cart-running kids in the neighborhood. That will work this year because the Preakness is not being held at Pimlico.
I totally forgot. Yep.
Ted should be happy to hear that it's at Laurel Park because Pimlico is being renovated. Ironically, Laurel is not much better than Baltimore, but it is a slight improvement. Miss you guys. Still listen every day. That from your longest listener, One-Eyed Greg in Reisterstown, Maryland.
Yeah, I saw that today, and I'm like, man, he's right. I totally forgot they're doing the renovation.
I blanked on it as well.
Yeah.
I emailed him back. I was like, we used to go to Laurel to watch. I never went to the Preakness, but we would watch the simulcast at Laurel.
I was going to ask if you ever been to the track.
Laurel we used to go to, that was closer. It's in PG County.
Sure.
And they used to run off season. So, like, if they were running at Pimlico, you could go to Laurel some of the time.
That was
and
kind
then
of their
Pimlico,
agreement, I believe.
Yeah, the other part of the time.
So they didn't compete.
Right.
Correct.
I only went to Pimlico for Preakness. Look, man, like the neighborhood sucks. I wasn't betting on horses anyway, but Preakness is definitely its own thing when that goes on. And it ain't like the Kentucky Derby. You know, everyone's wearing hats and they're sipping cocktails. Preakness is straight up like spring break inside of a stadium.
It is.
I mean, I remember bartending a few times, and even where I lived in Charles Village, right? Hopkins is right there. The most empty day you'll see it is Preakness Day.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody goes to Preakness.
Yep.
And gets hammered.
And that infield, man. I don't know if they still do the infield, but the
I think
infield
they
was
do.
one of the craziest experiences I've ever had.
The official mascot for Preakness, this is the second jewel of the Triple Crown, was Kegasis. That tells you all you need to know.
Even if you're thinking like the size of Emerald Downs and you look inside of the track,
Yeah.
they open that up for spectators, and spectators walk across in two different places on that track. The entire infield is packed shoulder to shoulder with people getting there early, bringing their coolers in.
Bringing their own amount of booze.
Yeah, the only thing that you really cannot do is grill.
I think you might be right.
You
That was
can
the only
you
thing.
can bring sandwiches in. You can do all that other stuff. But
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Probably got to pay for their food.
And one more on what we acquired. Guys, my wife and I acquired a mint condition 92 Ford F350 and a home on 7 acres worth about $800,000.
You acquired that, huh?
Yeah, we're squatters. Not really. Grandpa died last year and left us the home and the truck. Nothing is actually free, though, as we put about $190,000 into repairs and renovation.
Still,
How about
nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, very happy to have in the studio. We have Mixmaster Mike. We've got Hiro Yanatomo from Soundgarden. Ed's in the house as well. Kathy Faulkner is joining us.
The late Kathy Faulkner.
Late
Look at
Kathy
that.
Faulkner, how are you?
Cool folk today.
This is like being in Cleveland. We are in now the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's what this feels like.
Essentially, that is what is happening
Yes.
in this moment.
Now, how much time have you guys spent in Cleveland to see your shrines, so to speak?
I've been there.
You have?
Yeah.
Have you been?
Yeah,
You have been there.
I have been there.
So you've been there lately, Hero.
About a month ago.
Okay.
You did go. Okay. I will
Took
say
a tour. They
this.
gave me a tour and let me see our exhibit, the Soundgarden exhibit, and got to see my signature on the wall. That was pretty amazing.
I'm glad that
Along with
I have
all them
the.
other people. There's a lot of us, including some Beastie Boys.
I'm glad I have this opportunity to meet you. Just as a quick aside, all right. So, big Soundgarden fan, all right. But by the time I ever saw them live, Ben Shepherd's playing bass.
Oh, yeah.
Knew who you were. Back in the day, I lived on the East Coast. Sub Pop Records at that time was sort of like a mail order thing. So we get Ultra Mega okay. Now understand, I'm a bass player and I'm playing in my own band. Now, as it worked out, we had just put out our first demo, invited like 20 people to our house to check it out. We didn't realize the cassette that was on our cassette deck was frickin' Soundgarden, and the song was Flower, all right? So we pressed play, and everyone's like, God damn, you guys are awesome. We're like, this is not us. And at this time, no one knew the name Soundgarden, so we're like, this isn't us. Then when we played our demo, they were like, yeah, that's cool too. And obviously it wasn't. So from that day, I'm like, I just want to meet the guy who everyone thought I'm playing your bass line. But yeah, so I'm glad I finally get to meet you in person.
There we go.
Nice.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, right.
Mix Master Mike, are you in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice? Are you in with Cypress Hill and the Beastie Boys?
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
That's pretty cool, man.
It's kind of good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you think so? A little bit. Yeah.
Is it
Hero's only in there once?
Yeah, did you have to sign twice?
Is it kind of mind blowing? You know, it's based on your career and everything else you've done. You know, and then you get this honor. Does it make you kind of kick back and reflect on what you've done, or are you kind of like it's about damn time?
I mean, for me as an artist, I have an obligation to keep this exciting. You know what I mean? We need to deprogram the current program and refresh the nostalgia. And
Okay.
that's what we're here for, to refresh. This is a refresher.
A refresher.
Now, when you were a kid and you wanted to start doing this, you know, typically you don't get the most expensive, instruments or anything like that. What kind of turntables? Like, when you're a kid, what do you go out and buy to even start trying to create your art?
No. For me, I mean, big up to DJ Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, Grandmaster Theodore. I mean, I couldn't afford turntables back in the day, so I had to resort. I'm from the streets, so I had to resort to selling certain things to get my
hot
equipment.
dogs and stuff.
Yeah, you know,
Hot
you
dog
know what I mean?
lemonade.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm a hustler. So I had to hustle and manifest some turntables, and so that's what I did. And I was just like, being a fan of Jimi Hendrix and Eddie Van Halen, I'm just like, I want to be like these guys. You know what I mean? I was infatuated of being the next Bonham or Hendrix, but I didn't know how to play the drums. I didn't know how to play the guitar. But I knew how to play the turntable when I got the turntable, so I played the turntable.
And now you've become basically those guys you just named in the turntable world, man. Like you are the guy.
Your mouth to God's ears.
Hey, absolutely.
Now, is it true? I thought I read at some point in time you were watching like SNL or maybe it was a late night show, and Herbie Hancock was on. They were doing Rocket.
Yes.
And when you saw that, was that the moment you said, like, you know what?
That was the spark.
That's what I want to do.
That was the moment where it was just like, okay, that's the instrument that I want to play. I don't know how to play. Again, I don't know how to play the guitar or drums. Or I was like, that's what I want to play, but I want to reinvent the turn happen. And I was placed as an instrument of Christ Himself, and I'm just his instrument, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's doing well.
I'm just his instrument. That's it. That's all it is.
In the DJ world, like that seems like a small community. Mike, do you know like, are you buddies with like Alchemist or like back in the day, like Premier?
All of them. They're all squad. They're all gang to me.
All right.
I got the biggest gang in hip hop. It's me. I got Beastie Boys. I got Cypress Hill, Travis Barker, Steve Jordan,
nice,
Lee Oscar. You know what I mean? Invisible Scratch Pickle. So I'm an extension. Like I have a fleet.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to perform at the DMC thing anymore. Is that true?
All that, right?
You were the champion a couple of years, and then they were just like, no, this is not fair to the other people. Is that kind of what happened?
They wanted to expand their brand, so
I see.
That's very diplomatic of you to say.
Answer, yeah.
Oddly enough, so I'm at the bar last night, which I am a lot of nights, but I'm talking to a buddy of mine, right?
Yeah,
this cat named Tracy Wilkinson. He plays bass.
Right.
He plays with Joel Astley, right? Local band.
Right.
And I said, hey, man, we got Hero coming in tomorrow, man. We got Mixmaster Mike. And he's like, they're currently mixing their album now. But he's like, Mixmaster Mike dropped some beats on our album. They're actually mixing it down now. I think you're going to see him Saturday. I'm sure they'll remind you. I know you're a busy man, but I'm like.
Lee Oscar put you guys together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you're going to be, and it's just funny because he had told me that months ago. I kind of forgot. So when I brought it up, he was like, yeah, man, one of our songs, Mixmaster Mike, which to them is absolutely crazy, but it's a very small world because I know those guys in the band, cool band, right?
Right.
And they were stoked that you were coming in. I'm like, all right, man, I'll let them know.
You see how the universe works, though?
We looked at each other last night like that. I'm like, I got Hero coming in, which again is a bass player and Soundgarden fan. I brought you up last week because we were just saying, like, I never got to see Hero play, man, but I knew his stuff early on.
Legend.
Then at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that's the first time I ever saw you on a stage, and I'm like, he was tearing it the F up, man. I was like, he was going up. I had no idea you were coming in this week, so I'm like, this for me personally, maybe to scream it to the universe if something happens, but I'm like, all right.
It's all part of the 144,000 chosen.
Yeah,
there you go.
You're kind of right, man. It's like you just never know, but like things happen to you for a reason. You just never know why.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going with it.
Is the old van? Is that part of the display for Soundgarden in
the
Cleveland?
The old Soundgarden van is part of the display.
It's the real van.
I jumped in there when I took a tour. We all jumped in there.
Does it smell the same?
It was a lot cleaner, believe me.
How far did that van?
It was shiny. I really could not believe that thing was clean inside and outside.
Did you want it back?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Can't believe that we actually toured in something like that back in the day. Man. Humans,
and it didn't break
humans
down.
Will do a lot to get the word out.
Yeah, for sure.
And it worked somehow.
So what have you been up to, right? So because like I said, we knew Soundgarden, and then I saw you at the telecast of the Hall of Fame. Then we heard you were coming in today. So are you guys working together? Are you playing together? Or
no, we are not working together.
Really?
But, man, you never know. That's the way this world works.
Yeah, absolutely. We probably will be.
But my thing is, I'm in a band called Truly. Been in that band for a good 30 years.
Oh, damn.
And we're working in the studio. We're recording some new stuff. Just got back done touring. We just got the rights back to some of our old material, so that's going to get released here in the near future.
It's cool. It's cool that we're talking to you, but I got to ask, man, we've never had a chemist on the program before.
Not that we know.
Periodic table. Well, what is MC?
What is what? MC?
MC.
MC is a mix master.
All right. Yeah. I've never heard of this element, but it's on the table. But is that your date? I mean, that's your full-time job as a chemist, right?
It was at a certain time in my life. It was a full-time job. Yes.
Did you miss playing in a band? I mean, as far as having that job.
Well, I'm always playing music, and miss being in a band that was playing a lot. I guess you could say that. But I've never left music. But yeah, when you're doing the 9 to 5 job, music looks really good sometimes.
bro, I can relate. Bioweapons, that's like my high.
right. Ed Maloney, you're in here too. Talk a little bit about what's going on what's going on this weekend, man.
We got a lot going on this weekend. Like, we got 3 really cool events packed into each other. The first being tomorrow night at Mopop, 7 o'clock. It's the Jeanette Beckman opening party. Jeanette Beckman, very famous photographer. You guys have seen all of her work. You may not know her name. She started in London during the punk scene, so Sex Pistols to The Clash, and everyone that came out of that movement. The first international hip-hop festival went through London at that time. She connected with all the hip-hop guys. Saw it was righteous, saw where the writing on the wall was, went right to New York City, and she photoed everybody. The Beasties, Run DMC, I mean, you name it. Her body of work is just goes on and on. She ended up collaborating with Keith Haring after that, doing some graffiti, like Christian Dior, Gucci, like this. She became this like famous fashion photographer. So a lot of the iconic fashions of the '80s, she shot those as well.
So the display is amazing.
It's gonna knock you on your socks, knock you on your seats.
Yeah,
I almost did.
Now, is that open to the general public?
That's open to the general public, man. It's the best ticket in town, man. If you are not there tomorrow night, you are in the wrong place. Yeah. It's like Maxwell Edison's on that. We got Eva Walker from the Black Tones representing,
and
what's happening
I scored
in Seattle right now.
I scored the doc too. I scored the documentary for Jeanette. So.
They're doing the documentary before.
Amazing. Awesome. Yeah.
And Charms Graffiti Artist gonna be doing live graffiti boards while Mike's doing his wacky stuff that he does.
And Mike, are you doing a Q&A at Easy Street on Saturday? Is that part of this too?
Yeah, we're doing a panel on Saturday with Matt Vaughn at Easy Street. During brunch, noon, and then
that's lovely.
Brunch.
And then
that's very nice.
Touch.
Yeah, it's a rare time to do it. He doesn't do a lot. He doesn't do a lot of brunch shows. But we're gonna do a panel talk, open, and then we're gonna throw Mike's decks up on the loft where the soundboard used to be. He's gonna climb up the ladder and just do his thing, man.
Mike, it's going to be hard to walk into a record store and be like, hey, man, I just got to check out some stuff. You know what I mean? Like, instead of
he's walking
just looking around.
Trust me, I have all those records there. I've done 20 years of record shopping, so.
So you can walk in and be like, got it. Hey, is there anyone, because you've worked with a lot of people want to work with you. Is there anyone like on your bucket list, like, look, man, if there's one group or one artist you really wanted to work with but haven't yet, who would it be? Other than me, don't make it obvious, but I mean.
Ed Maloney.
Well, besides Ed Maloney.
Besides Ed Maloney.
I mean, it's they're all in heaven right now.
Okay.
Pretty much. I mean, where you talk about like Zeppelin and Bonham and Hendrix and Eddie Van Halen and Stevie Ray Vaughan and the list goes on. Muddy Waters and I'm an extension of them, so it's just like that's all a dream for me.
Sure, sure.
We're old enough to remember the old.
We are all old.
Yeah, exactly. the phone message machine.
Gen Z is like, who are these people?
Right.
They play that music on this station, don't they?
Yeah, still do. But back in the day, you come home, man, and there were messages on your answering machine for people who called you. Now, is it true that you kind of got into the Beastie Boys by just calling and continuing to leave messages for those guys?
Yeah, definitely.
How did you get their number?
When I won my third world title, I hooked up with Adam Yauch at a Rocksteady crew anniversary hip hop party in NYC, and I've always been a Beastie fan, so I like reached out to Yauch. I gave him my number. We exchanged numbers. And I remember I gave him a card, and it said World Champion Mixmaster Mike on the card.
Well, it's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Awesome.
And I gave him that card, and then he gave me his number. And when he wasn't home, I would leave these crazy messages on his answer machine. You know what I mean? Like total like Dr. Wayne Dyer power of intention.
Right?
You know what I mean? I was just like, no, I am the fourth Beastie. You don't even know it yet.
Right. And you were right.
You don't know it yet, but I am. Yeah. And I became I became that.
What about some of the
you envisioned that?
I envisioned it. No. I believed it. Well,
That's how your life
a lot of people don't believe.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you don't have belief in yourself and you have self-doubt, it's not going to come. You know what I mean? I don't doubt.
Are you still huge in the skateboarding community?
Pretty much.
I mean, I don't know your friends
Shout out to Vans.
I don't know your friends like Tony Hawk and crap like that.
Yeah, I know.
Can you go into a? Can you skateboard?
I can't. I could watch it.
I should say, don't do that stuff when you're 56, man. That's
Yeah, man.
all you need to do is break your arm.
I need my hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need our fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
We leave that to these guys to entertain us. Tony Hawk, Andy McDonald, all these guys. They do what they do, but we do what we do because we're musicians. You know what I mean?
Rebels and Icons opening at Mopop on tomorrow night. And through the weekend, you guys are going to have a bunch of celebrations and everything else. And then the exhibit will be open for a few months, a year. How long?
I can't speak directly to. I think this is a 36-month one. I think it's 36.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right, cool.
Good.
It's really, you got to check it out.
Well, guys, thank you for coming in.
We was recording a live album on Saturday too.
Oh, are you?
After
Well,
Easy
nice.
Street. After Easy Street.
Oh, bro, I'm recording a live album there at Easy Street. So
That's cool.
Easy Street, and then we're doing Blue Velvet Studios, where we're raising money for as many weirdos as possible to print their next book.
Yep.
And if you guys have a second.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, man. All right, there you go. I don't think we're ever going to have two Hall of Famers in the studio again at the same time.
appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man.
God bless you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Steve, let's say you're, I don't know, walking across the street.